The Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra is quickly becoming one of the most talked about upcoming flagships, and for good reason. Leaks from Ice Universe and several other well-known sources reveal a device that focuses heavily on refinement, smarter engineering choices, and meaningful performance upgrades rather than dramatic hardware overhauls. Although Samsung is keeping much of the S26 Ultra under wraps, the growing collection of design leaks, component details, and camera specifications paint a very clear picture of what to expect. One of the earliest and most surprising revelations concerns the front camera. Samsung is known for using some of the smallest, cleanest punch-hole designs in the Android world, especially on its Ultra models. This year, however, the S26 Ultra adopts a noticeably larger 4mm punch hole, the biggest ever on a Galaxy Ultra. Initial reactions were mixed, but Ice Universe later clarified the reasoning. Samsung has expanded the front camera's field of view to 85 degrees, allowing the selfie camera to capture a significantly wider frame. This brings the selfie experience closer to what users normally get from a rear wide-angle lens, making group selfies, travel shots, and background-heavy compositions much easier without distortion or cropping issues. The larger punch hole, therefore, becomes a functional upgrade rather than an aesthetic compromise. Across the series, Samsung appears committed to consistency in camera hardware. Ice Universe confirms that the S26, S26 Plus, and S26 Ultra will all share the same 10MP3x telephoto sensor, a 1/3.94 module with 1 micrometer pixels, f/2.4 aperture, and a 36 degrees field of view. Despite earlier rumors hinting at a megapixel boost, Samsung has chosen stability and proven performance over experimentation in this area. The physical dimensions of all three models have also been revealed. The base Galaxy S26 features a 6.3-inch display and measures 149.4 by 71.5 by 6.9 mm, offering a compact flagship experience in line with Samsung's recent design language. The S26 Plus increases the screen size to 6.7 inches with a body measuring 158.4 by 75.8 by 7.3 mm. As expected, the S26 Ultra stands as the largest model with a 6.9-inch display and overall dimensions of 163.6 by 78.1 by 7.9 mm. What's interesting here is Samsung's continued effort to refine the shape. The Ultra becomes slightly thinner while maintaining its characteristic squared-off aesthetic. The bezels appear slimmer and more balanced, and the updated design makes the phone taller and narrower, improving one-handed comfort. One of the most meaningful upgrades comes from the memory department. All Galaxy S26 models are confirmed to use LPDDR5X RAM running at a blistering 10.7 GB per second, the highest bandwidth memory currently in mass production. This is a major jump from the S25 Ultra's RAM running at 8.5 GB per second, and the benefits go far beyond app loading or multitasking. According to Ice Universe, the new RAM significantly improves camera processing. With higher bandwidth, the image signal processor can handle multi-frame HDR data, raw image stacks, noise reduction routines, and AI-powered image enhancements much faster. This means reduced shutter lag, cleaner low-light images, shorter night mode processing times, smoother 8K video, and better thermal management during long recording sessions. Design leaks based on official CAD renders show that while the S26 Ultra becomes slightly thinner overall, the area housing the 3x telephoto lens remains unchanged. This is important. If the physical module footprint is the same, the sensor cannot be larger. This confirms that Samsung is sticking with the 10MP3x telephoto sensor, making earlier rumors about a sensor upgrade impossible. Battery rumors have also been circulating, with some early reports suggesting a jump to 5,400 mAh. Ice Universe has firmly shut this down, stating that Samsung finalized the 5,000 mAh battery long ago. Changing battery capacity at this stage would require re-engineering the internal layout and going through costly certification again, practically impossible when the device is already close to mass production. There has also been confusion about charging speed. Some sources insisted the S26 Ultra would remain limited to 45W charging, but Ice Universe and Anthony the Glocks both confirmed that Samsung's system code directly references 60W fast charging. Debug stage test data supports this as well, removing any doubt that Samsung's new flagship will charge faster than its predecessor. Final camera specifications, according to Ice Universe, include a 200MP main sensor, f/1.4, 1/1.3, a 50MP ultrawide, f/1.9, a 50MP 5x telephoto, f/2.9, 1/2.52, and a 10MP 3x telephoto, f/2.4. Additional debug testing information from @Chun and leaks from @Spigo 19726 suggest similar setups, with some tests using a 12MP upgrade for the 3x telephoto. The Exynos 2600 chipset is also rumored to deliver substantial improvements to image processing, supporting up to a massive 320MP sensor capability, even though such a sensor won't be used on the S26 Ultra. The enhanced ISP should still bring major gains in detail, dynamic range, and low-light performance. Display comparisons show that the S26 Ultra's panel is slightly taller, narrower, and more rounded at the corners than the S25 Ultra. Ice Universe even shared a comparison with the iPhone 17 Pro Max, revealing that Apple's device will adopt more rounded edges than Samsung's new Ultra. The bezels on the S26 models also appear extremely thin and uniform based on leaked tempered glass protectors, though whether they are thinner than the S25 series remains unconfirmed without exact measurements. A potential price increase has also become a topic of discussion. Reports from South Korea state that rising component costs are pushing manufacturers toward unavoidable price adjustments. Chipset prices have risen 12%, camera module costs are up 8%, and RAM has surged 16% compared to earlier this year. As a result, Samsung may raise prices by $50 to $100, consistent with past generational shifts. This partly explains Samsung's push toward its own Exynos 2600 chipset, which is expected to be more cost-effective than sourcing Snapdragon hardware for every region. With all these details combined, the Galaxy S26 Ultra appears to be a phone focused on precision, better ergonomics, smarter component choices, more advanced memory performance, superior image processing, and a refined overall design. Samsung seems determined to deliver an Ultra that feels familiar yet meaningfully improved. The final verdict, however, will come when Samsung officially unveils the lineup.